Yo, Heart fans, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, hit the little notification bell, because you know what? It'll ding, and you'll be like, whoa, is that dinner? And be like, no, that was the doorbell. And there'll be a big argument, and well, maybe the bell's not a great idea. But you know what? Anyway, just if you want a drawing as well, maybe do a commission drawing, click the link down below, and you can get a drawing from me. Thank you very much. Okay, hey, welcome to the segment of my channel I call TOONA. It's all about cartoons, and it's all about, you know, animation, TV, movies, YouTube, any type of entertainment. We are going to talk to the people behind the scenes that make it happen. I've got a great YouTuber on today. His name is Nogla. He's one of the many video game YouTubers you see out there in the YouTube verse. But man, he's agreed to be on. I'm so excited. I want to find out how he made his channel so successful and how he runs things. It's not easy to run a big channel and just to keep it going. Having fun's one thing, but having a business side to it is another. So let's talk right now to the awesome Nogla.
Hey man, Nogla, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Butch. Nice to meet you, man.
I can't thank you enough for coming on today. Thank you so very much. My microphone is like piercing my area. Okay, I think we're okay. Hey,
I know the feeling.
I know, man. Hey, listen, man, you're awesome, and I love your stuff. And I've had so many Irish video game guys on lately. I had the Terrorizer on just recently.
Oh, very good. I saw the drawing that you made of him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, kind of revamping his character, making him into something really cool. I like that. I like that.
Well, we'll do the same for you. I always draw something for the guests at the end, so we'll do a drawing for you at the end if you're okay with that.
Oh, if I'm able to make a request, my girlfriend absolutely loves your stuff. She's into art and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
She absolutely loves your stuff. So if you can throw her into the drawing somewhere, she'd probably appreciate that a lot. She'd scream, I'd say.
You got it. You know, I'll send you that drawing of you and her. I'll do something of you and her, and then but the drawing I do at the end of the video, I do something that you request, like something like if you want to draw you or a character of mine or whatever you'd like. So I'll do that at the end. Of the video. Okay. So hey, so yeah, and the Terrorizer says he's not very fond of you. I don't know what that means. I don't know why he says that. I don't know why he would want to
I've never gotten that impression from him.
I am sure.
He loves me. He loves me like a brother.
Oh, dude, he's I think
awesome. That's what it is. It's a brotherly kind of hate. You know what I mean?
It is, exactly. What amazed me about both of you guys, after I just talked to him and of course talking to you, you guys are like video game guys and you're YouTubers, but you're super professional. You guys have this super professional setup. You're very you know, you're just very into what you do, and you're very, you run it like a business, and I really think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely run like a business, and we've got, like, when it gets to this size, you've got different people that become a part of the business. It's not just a one-man army, as a lot of businesses start. It start growing into a collective group of a lot of effort making this one thing as good as possible. So, yeah, that's where we're at now. We're at that collective, everyone putting their time and effort into one thing. So I like it more now than doing it all on my own, for sure.
Now, how old a guy are you anyway?
How old am I? I am at 27, and I turned 28 in July.
And how old's the beard? The beard's like 54? How old is it?
The beard is about, I would say, 6 months or something.
I got it. I've never had a full beard. I did the Tony Stark goatee when Iron Man came out all those years ago, and then it's only
very nice.
Yeah, well, I gave it a shot, but yeah, you just.
That's what my dad has.
Oh, does he? Yeah, it's just,
my dad has the goatee.
I got Jake the Viking on here, and his beard's like 40 feet long, and you know.
I ain't going that long. I'm once this, you know, this whole troubling times is relieved and we can go get haircuts, I'm just going to get the beard cleaned up a bit. You know, I'm starting to look a little homeless. I get those comments.
Just enjoy. No, that was the one thing about the quarantine. You know, first I'm like, okay, we'll get food, we'll get, you know, cleaning products, but it's like, well, I got to get my haircut. There's like maintenance I got to keep up here. And, you know, if I used to do it, yeah. Hey, so tell me how did you get started? Did you and Terrorizer start at the same time, or did you start on your own and kind of meet him afterwards? How'd that start?
Yeah. We started, you know, completely separate. Unbeknownst to us, we would cross paths one day and never get out of the path together. But in the beginning, I started in February 2012, and I'd gotten out of college. But I didn't. No, I got out of school, but I didn't get into college. So I was like, what do I do with my time? So I just basically played video games. And
You're
yeah, I
probably
know,
doing
super
better now.
responsible.
You're doing better now. If you'd gone to college,
Doing the same thing.
Exactly, yeah, and you saved all that money. You didn't go into debt, which is
Yeah, I did go to college for a year, but I finished the year, and I was fine to go to my second year, but I didn't tell them it was YouTube because I didn't feel like that's a good excuse to quit college when you're emailing them. So I just said something else.
I'm going to be a medical doctor for camels, and then off you go. Exactly. Hey, so
that's more believable.
No, exactly. I know, right? So you were born in Ireland, obviously. You get to America all the time. You're in America right now, right?
Yeah, I'm in America right now. I have a visa, but I stay in Ireland most of the time, and then I travel back and forth. My girlfriend's from America as well, so that's a reason. And I like it because it's two completely different lifestyles. In America, I'm in LA with an apartment, and then in Ireland, I have a bungalow in the countryside with two dogs. It's completely separate. So I love it.
Leprechauns too, obviously. Yeah, leprechauns.
Yeah, out the back there, they're messing about.
Exactly. Hey, so what do you recommend? Like, if someone wants to be as successful as you, what do you say to these people? Like, if they want to be a YouTuber and be like, I want to be like Nogla, I want to be as big as him. What do you recommend they do? Is it easy to do?
No, well, for sure, it's not easy. You could probably tell them that. You didn't get good at drawing by just waking up and you're like, I'm suddenly this now.
I'm still not good. I'm practicing every day, man, every single day.
Exactly, that's the mentality to have. Like, because of that mentality, it's brought you this far, and it'll bring you even further. So I think a healthy mentality is probably half the step. And I've seen a lot of people in my field that are, in my opinion, not very talented, but they're successful through the hard work. Like, talent you can be born with, but hard work you can't replace. So I feel like hard work is the first and foremost thing you need to put in. If you want to be 100% successful, you have to put 100% into it. And it really is one of those, what you put in is what you get out. And I would say the second most important thing would be feedback, because in a creative sphere, there's going to be people that like what you do, don't like what you do. And when you start initially being creative, most of what you create will be subpar compared to people that have done it for years. So you just have to accept that. So I think a really important thing is putting your ego or pride aside sometimes. And at the important times, when someone's here to say, I don't know about that video, or I don't know about that drawing, like that's a bit funky that there. Why'd you put that in there? And so I think thinking things through, working hard, and taking feedback is probably the three most important things to success, in my opinion. The rest will come.
It sounds like you're quoting me directly. I say that to people all the time. It's like, there's actually a scripture in the Bible that I use quite a bit. It says, to whom much is given, much is required. And, if you're going to get a lot, what's going to be required of you? Like, having a channel like you guys have, or like you have, it's like, there's a lot of work that goes into that. You got to be, how many videos do you do a week?
Well, I recently changed to daily uploads, which is definitely more intense.
Daily
but yeah, and they're pretty highly edited. They're definitely more edited than most gaming videos out there. And I completely agree with the scripture on how, what much is given, much is expected, because, I have family that I support now.
Yeah, that's a big motivator.
Like they depend on me, a few of them. Obviously, like my partner, she depends on me. You've got so many different facets. Like my editors, they depend on me. Thumbnail artists, they depend on me. Like one guy, he was about to become a pizza boy, and then that was it. He became an editor for me instead, and he's been with me for years.
And look at the experience you're giving him now. You got so much experience.
Yeah, so it really, the bigger you get, the more responsibility it is. And I think some people, that makes them, the pressure can make them crack, or the pressure can make you more refined and better at everything that you do. But it really becomes, once you're at a size like ourselves, I guess you could say, we won't toot our own horn, but that's why we're here. It really becomes about learning far much more than your craft.
Mhm.
And I think that's where some people struggle as well. They might be amazing at, making videos or drawing, etc., but they might not be a people person. They just, for some reason, they can't really get along with others, or they
Oh
might
yeah.
yeah, well, I haven't got along with some people along the road, so I know.
You're getting along with me
And that,
pretty well right now. You never know.
yeah. For now, but the mask might come off. I'm joking.
No, exactly.
But
No,
for sure.
When I was doing all the Nickelodeon shows, it's like you can't just do a TV show on your own, whether it's a cartoon or live action. You've got to have a staff. I had 40, 50 people working on each show, and it's like, I thought I was just going to go draw cartoons and have fun, but it was always things I had to deal with, people's issues, people not finishing their work, or wanting to do more and elevate people. So there's always those things that come in that you're not really expecting.
Oh, big time. And sometimes you could do too much for people as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing. You can do too much. And what I've noticed, when you're in a position, other people rely on you. It's kind of like a hierarchy that's built. If you're, on gear 3, people will see that and they'll be happy on gear 3 too. So you're setting the standard for everyone else behind to follow you. And if you're taking it easy, for a long period of time, they'll see that as an excuse for them to take it easy too. So it's pretty tough. I don't think a lot of people realize it, and I think some people wish for success, but when they have it, they might not want it anymore. And that's why you see some people just completely fall off the rails.
Yeah, and it's sad. I mean, it does happen, but then I get even more excited when I see someone get successful and then really run with it and do a great job with it and learn and become like, because you're a creative guy, I'm a creative guy. I had to learn how to be a business person. I had to learn how to, learn how to run things in a financial way. And I'm a lot older than you. It took me more years to learn that, but I finally did. I'm still learning. But I encourage everybody out there who's like you or even like me, learn the business. And you're always going to start from zero. You're going to start from, I think Terrorizer said it, you're going to start from like nothing, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone starts at zero. And you got to, on YouTube especially, you're going to grow your following.
Yeah, when you create an account, it's at zero. And I think it's like so important that I guess it's kind of an attitude that when you're going out to learn about business and you're starting a business yourself, you usually speak to an accountant and they'll help you set up, or if they go through different sort of online avenues that are there. I think sometimes you have to say to yourself, I'm an idiot. I might not be an idiot about one thing, but I'm an idiot about this thing.
Yes.
So sometimes you kind of have to be like, I'm an idiot. Please make me not stupid about this.
I think
so.
Who said it was a very successful guy who said, never be the smartest person in the room. Always be the dumbest person and just learn and just soak it in.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I like the way I see it is there's always more to learn than what you don't know. There's always more out there that you don't know than you do know. So pretty much like if you go in with an attitude towards anything, I think towards anything in life really, and everyone has their own personalities that they gravitate towards. Like I couldn't sit down and draw for 10 hours. I couldn't do it.
I could do
My girlfriend, she could.
Yeah. What does your girlfriend like to draw? What is her specialty?
For me drawing?
No. What's your girlfriend's specialty? What does she like?
She's kind of more like black and white, more horror, kind of like Christmas Halloween movie. Jack Skeleton. Yeah. She loves stuff like that. She loves, but she stepped back from that. It was something she was doing in college and whatnot, and she stepped back from it. But she loves it, and I see her liking different pictures on Twitter and whatnot, and I can see her styles to what they enjoy. And so she likes kind of neon. She likes kind of futuristic as well. So she's got a good variety of taste. Awesome. But she's definitely more on the quirky end. Sure.
That's cool. Hey man, so I got a couple of questions here. So like another one is,
go ahead.
What is your favorite game? What's your favorite game? I know that you play on the channel, or favorite game like off to the side.
Off to the side, favorite channel. I guess I could answer two pretty quick. On the channel, I really love Uno.
Uno. I was watching
Uno, yeah.
Playing Uno. I'm like, that's the game you like is Uno. Yeah, the old standard. Gotcha.
Yeah, we take it pretty serious, and it gets heated, as most Uno games do, I imagine.
They do.
And I love it. Like it becomes like every Monday, me and my friends would go play Uno for the past few months. Now it's been like that.
You still have to yell Uno, or do you have to click Uno on the game?
You click it. You click it. You can yell it if you want, but we just click it.
Okay.
But in the game, there's a button you click, and if you don't click it fast enough, someone else can press a different button that makes you pick up 2 cards.
What a nightmare!
So yeah, oh yeah. That's just the start. But Uno, actually, I really do enjoy, and it's a joke within our group that I'm the guy that's always like, we could play any game, you know what I mean? We could play any of the games that are out there, and I'm always suggesting Uno. So that's kind of like a joke within the group right now. Right. So I'm going to say Uno when it comes to videos that you see, and when the videos that people don't see, I would say there's like a card game, Hearthstone. I like to watch at night and just chill out too, because I don't have to think much.
You like card games? That's really interesting. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Hearthstone and Uno.
Okay, like I was this early 2000s. I was a Halo guy. I used to love to play Halo. First person.
New Halo coming out this year.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Halo Infinite, I think they've called it, and it's coming out in the new Xbox. So
you got to buy a whole new console to get. You got to spend $1,000.
That's how they get you. I don't think it'll be 1,000, but probably like 500 or something like that. It'll feel like 1,000.
Now, how do you manage a social life in your busy schedule? All the stuff you got to do. You got so many videos you're doing. How do you manage all
that? I think like separation is pretty important, and seeing my work as socializing as well. My work is pretty social with my friends, so I see that as part of the socializing. But I definitely think separation. I like to keep stuff separate. So if I have a problem at work and it's bothering me, I'm just gonna go off back to the girlfriend, hang out with her, chill out with her, play video games with her. It could be video games as well, but just having that mental separation so that you're not always in one mentality thinking about it 24/7. It relieves the stress so much more, and just being able to say, I'm leaving it there, I'll pick it up later. Is letting it out of your control. With some people, it feels like they're letting it out of control that way, but really it's just I'll come back to you later. We'll see you later.
I am just so excited to see a young guy like yourself who's so smart and so on top of it. I can't wait to see like 10 years from now, when you're only in your 30s and how much you've built your own. It's going to be awesome, man. Hey, your avatar,
God only knows.
Your little cartoon avatar, who did that for you?
That he was done so long ago. It was actually a random there, because I had a dog. That picture that I found on Google Images,
right?
It was just this little PNG of a dog, because I like dogs, and that was my image. And I was just making videos as I was doing with that dog picture. And some guy one day on Twitter, just this Australian kid, sent me this image of my character. I think I might have like a really old version of it.
Oh, can you bring it, or can you send it to me?
Yeah, he's like a really old version, and he's like on the radio. He's playing video games, and he's talking about, you want to buy a radio, and it's super,
it is old.
super old.
You want to buy a
Yeah,
newspaper?
it was back.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. And you can see it at the intro of like some of my very, very old videos where I did like a little kind of commentary thing, and I could probably find it if I dive back in there.
You've been on YouTube 10 years or so, or less than 10 years?
8 years, and I'd say that character is about 6 or so years, and he's been turned into like a 3D model for like some video games. There's lots of different stuff.
That's cool, man. Hey, so all right, so now I want to test your knowledge. You ready? We're gonna play a game if you're ready for it. Did you ever you got Fairly Odd Parents there in Ireland, right?
Yeah, but I want to say, for the record, here's my excuse before we start. When I grew up, right, I only had like 3 or 4 channels, right? So we had RT1, RT2, TV3, and then the Irish channel. It was all in Gaeilge, so I didn't click on that one. And RT2 is one with the kids channel.
Right.
And basically, I didn't get cable until I was a teenager.
Did you ever see Fairly Odd Parents?
Early teens. No, I did see it, but the problem was it was on at certain times. Okay, and we didn't have DVR, so you're either there or you're not there, basically.
But okay, so you got no excuse because you have seen it. Okay, so you have seen it.
I have seen it for sure.
All right, so I got some trivia here for you. Let's see how well you do.
All right.
You feel up to this?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's an easy one. This is an easy one, okay? What is the name of Timmy Turner's evil babysitter? Remember
Evil
the
babysitter?
He had an evil babysitter.
I remember he had a sister. Did he have a sister
no.
that was mean?
That was his babysitter. That was not his sister.
I thought it was his sister when I was younger.
So you're already doing great. You don't even know she's a babysitter. Okay.
Babysitter. Did she have like blonde hair and she was kind of skinny, tall?
She was skinny.
I can remember her face as well.
She had red hair like this color orange back here in my studio.
Red hair?
Yeah, red hair. And her name rhymes with Icky.
Icky.
There you go. That's it. Good. See, I helped you.
It's way back there. It's in like a filing cabinet that has dust and spiders. And if I put my hand in there, God only knows what else would come out of there. But we'll keep going.
I'm going to ask you the easiest questions I got. Here's another one. What is the name of Timmy Turner's teacher? That's 3 T's. Timmy Turner's teacher. What's the name of the teacher? Do you remember? He was always trying to catch the fairies and he had glasses. And remember that guy?
It's like when you talk about it, it comes back. I remember a really like buff dude as well. I remember a super buff guy.
Yeah, the buff guy was a fairy. He was the world's toughest fairy.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I remember him. I remember him popping in. I don't know, but I'm telling you, I was like a kid when I was seeing this stuff.
Okay, so going back to the teacher now. We're still not off the teacher question.
Okay, I'm not getting off the hook here.
He was always after Timmy Turner's fairies. He was very suspicious all the time. He would say, "Fairy godparents." Remember that?
And he was like in class. All right, so it's where teachers would be.
His name was Mr. Something. How about this? You're Irish. At the end of the rainbow, a leprechaun has a what of gold? What's it called?
A pot of gold?
A crock of gold. A crock of gold.
Crock? No.
His name was Mr. Crocker. Mr. Crocker.
I was going to say Mr. Potter, and I would have been so wrong. Dude, I should have brushed up on my Fairly Odd Parents knowledge.
Fair. I'm being so unfair to you. I'll give you one more question. Here's one more, because I can see you're in pain. Okay, how about this one? Who's Timmy Turner's favorite superhero? Comic book. He's got a big, giant jaw. What's his name? Remember that character?
I've seen pictures of him. It's like
he's red. He's red like this.
Yeah. And he's got like the circle thing here at the jaw with like the symbol on it.
You got it.
I'll tell you, I remember faces so well, but names, birthdays, and everything is brutal.
All right.
I'm a visual guy.
I'll help you with this one too. Ready? He was
like chin something.
That's right. He was. But what's a color for red? Another color for red begins with a C. Something chin. It rhymes with Simpson, sort of.
Crimson.
Crimson chin. Look at this.
Yeah,
I'm going to edit this video, and you'll look like a genius. You'll never.
I'll look so smart. Thank you.
Well, you did good.
I'm going to go watch Fairly Odd Parents when I go back now. I'm like, okay, Leah, we need to watch Fairly Odd Parents right now. Just out of pure dignity reasons, I need to know
you got to
more.
get it back now. Maybe your girlfriend would be better. She might know some more answers.
Yeah, I should have had her here.
It's not fair. I totally was unfair, but I could see you're in pain. But thank you.
I'm an old man now.
Oh, no, not you don't even know the half of it. Hey, do you know any Danny? You know Danny Phantom?
I've seen Danny Phantom around, but I never watched it. But I've seen it, like memorabilia and stuff like that.
I shouldn't even ask any questions. I can ask you.
Yeah, don't touch that one.
Here's a very easy one. What color is Danny Phantom's hair?
Silver, dude.
Very good. It's like silver white. Exactly. There you go. I got pictures back here. There you go. Well, hey, man, no, it's been great meeting you, dude. I really appreciate your time, and you're just a great guy. And thank you for sharing some of your knowledge. Anything else you want to say? Do you got any questions for me while we're here? I don't know if I could answer anything you're curious about.
Oh yeah, all the questions been a bit one-sided here. Honestly, I would say one question is, when do you remember your first drawing, or what was the first drawing you remember? Because as a kid, I remember doing blocks in like elementary school. That's like my earliest memory, is trying to fix the blocks.
It's a very good question. I remember the first drawing I ever got a big reaction to. Let's put it that way. I remember the first drawing I got.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was in kindergarten, They have kindergarten in Ireland. Is it called kindergarten?
Yeah, we have kindergarten. I remember drawing in kindergarten, and I would be obsessed with staying within the lines.
Yes, exactly.
With filling in the color.
Yeah.
You go outside of the line, I'll be like, I'm thinking of throwing this one away.
No, but I remember the first time my kindergarten teacher, I remember she asked everybody to draw a picture of her. Everyone draw a picture of me. I remember just drawing a picture of her. And then she was like, oh my gosh. And she like shocked me. She was like raving about my picture. Like, oh, this is so good. I love it. Everyone, look how good this. She held up the picture and hung it up on the wall and like was made of.
Oh.
And I'm like, what just happened? And I realized I could get attention. I realized that my drawings could get attention from adults. And I was like, ooh, I could get attention. Because when you're a kid, you want all the attention, right? So I started like doing drawings for people and I'd get more attention. So I realized it was something I was good at. So that was like the first time I got a reaction was like a kindergarten.
That was the spark.
That might have been the spark. Might have been the spark.
The fire.
I know.
There you go. Go thank that teacher.
I know. I never forget her name was Mrs. Shelley. But thank you, Mrs. Shelley, for still out there. But dude,
thanks for liking my picture.
Liking my picture, exactly. So what can I expect to see in your channel? When people know where to find you, but what can we expect to see next? What's coming up?
I'm looking at my board here of stuff that's planned. It's a good bit of GTA going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Some more Uno, and some streams coming up too. Call of Duty streams coming up, and then I'll probably do some Animal Crossing. They're more relaxed and chill, and people fall asleep.
I'm going to be doing an Animal Crossing video soon myself.
That'd be very good. There's a big drawing community for that actually as well.
I hear, and I'm like I'm looking forward to that. I heard there's a massive game, and I'm going to do the characters in some different type of format. I won't give it away yet, but we'll see what we can do.
Exactly. I keep something people look forward to.
Exactly.
Suspense.
Wait, man, I wish you nothing but the best, and I'm going to draw you something. What can I draw for you right now? If we pick one thing, what can I do for you?
I would say it'd be cool if you could draw me and my girlfriend as superheroes and make her more edgier and dark and make me more like the goofy sidekick kind of a thing. Sometimes it feels like that. I'm like, where's my wallet? What have I done? Okay. Right, so she can be a little bit more serious than one.
Girlfriend is a superhero and you as the sidekick.
Yeah, I think that would be funny. That kind of combo, she'd get a good laugh out of that. If you want to know what she looks like, I have her tagged in like my recent new Instagram post or my thumbnails. She's in some of my thumbnails too.
Yes, I have minions here that can find the picture somewhere. I can.
Yes.
Put the minions to work.
That's it. Have them do that.
All right, my brother. Hey, nice to meet you. You're a friend now, so anything you need, let me know in the future, and we'll hopefully let's do a collab sometime. We can get together face to face. Okay.
For sure. I think a pretty obvious collab would be if you went and made one of my thumbnails. I was like, hey, do you want to make a thumbnail for me? And I use it in the video. People will be asking, oh, what's that thumbnail? Who made that? And I'm like, well, it was Butch. And here's a link to all these stuff.
Bro,
so I think that's an organic way.
Let's make that happen. Okay, I'll do a thumbnail for you. Let me know what you want. We'll hook that up. And let me know what you're looking for. And I'll just do it for you real quick and we can make it happen.
For sure. What I'll do is I'll email your minions and
yes, email the minions, and I'll do your PNG, and you can do whatever you want with it. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much, man.
All right, bro. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Have a good one. Thank you very much.
You too.
Wow, what an amazing guy, Mr. Nogla. Thank you so much for being on the channel. I hope you guys learned something. There's so much involved in not just making videos and playing video games. That's fun, but he's turned his passion into a business. And that's what I love about these successful YouTubers, these guys and girls. They know how to not only do what they love, but make money doing it. And you know, if you can make a living doing what you love, that's awesome. I think that's great. I mean, let me ask you a question. What is something that you do that no one has to pay you to do? You'll do it automatically. That's what you should make a living doing. That's what Nogla is doing. It's amazing. Okay, so I promised Nogla I'd do a drawing of him and his girlfriend as superheroes. Let's see how it comes out. Okay, here we are. We're gonna draw for Mr. Nogla. He wants a drawing of himself and his girlfriend as superheroes. He wants to be like the goofy sidekick. So let's see what I can come up with. Now, I am looking at a picture of him and his girlfriend off stage here. So you see me glancing because I just met Nogla and I've really never met his girlfriend. So I just want to make sure I get it right. Every time I draw somebody's picture, I'll make sure that they like it. And I'll do the best I can to make it look cool. Now, she's going to be the hero. And so I'll draw her. Let me see. We're going to maybe draw them in the Danny Phantom style. What do you say about that? She's got this great hair. It's kind of, at least the picture I'm looking at, it's kind of got this kind of that kind of a shape to it. It's kind of like a, you know, it's a little bit frizzy. I hate to use the word frizzy, but kind of frizzy looking hair like that. And she's got these great eyes. I'll give her that superhero sort of stare. There we go. So she's already looking very, very intense. So let's see, I know he said she's an artist as well, so I wish you nothing but the best in your art. It is definitely a fun profession, but a challenging one. And if you're at home, I am, again, if this is the first video you've ever seen of me drawing, I always want to stress that you do not need $1 million to become an artist. I've got a marker and a pad of newsprint. It doesn't cost anything hardly, so you don't really need much. So let's see, so she can be kind of floating. I'll make her like a Danny Phantom, kind of a ghost character. And I don't know what is her name? Aaliyah. Aaliyah, sorry, with an A, obviously. All right, so we'll make a Danny Phantom A. Thank you, disembodied voice.
You're welcome.
Oh boy, okay. We need comedy lessons for the disembodied voice. All right, here we go. All right, so she's here with her Danny Phantom ghost tail. All right, now, he wants to be the goofy sidekick, so let's see. If I made him, I gotta get down here to draw on the bottom of the page. Mr. Nogla, he's a very handsome man, but we'll make him a tiny man. And he's got very great eyebrows. I'm trying to do like my worst Irish accent I can. I apologize to every Irish person out there, please forgive me. You've got an American trying to do an Irish accent, don't know if it's going very well. So let's see, I'll draw him like this. He's got a pretty nice nose on him. Got a good smile. So let's see, I'll give him some, when I look at him, I see these types of eyes, kind of like old 1920s cartoon eyes like that. Now he's got this beard going on now, so he's a hairy man. And we will make him, let's see, we'll make him like a, put some hair on his face here. What if I made him, okay, now this is, you asked me to do this. You said to make you goofy, right? So I'll make you sort of a ghost animal. We'll make you like a ghost dog. How about that? Only because I can fit that in this part of the drawing. I'm like, what can I draw here? Okay, I can fit an animal body in here, so there we go. And let's see, he'll be a ghost animal with a tail like this. And a little shadow under him here, like he's running. And so that's just a strange character right there. Yeah, but anyway, she's the hero. Aaliyah's the hero, and there we go, and I'll sign this. I know it's odd, but hey, sometimes you gotta work with the space you have on the paper. So Mr. Nogla, I hope you're okay with this. She's probably Aaliyah the ghost, and you're Nogla the wee puppy ghost, I suppose. All right, so Mr. Nogla, thank you for being on TOONA. Who else do you guys want to see me have on TOONA? Somebody from the world of movies, TV, music, YouTube, you guys name it, animation. I'll do my best to get that person on, okay? I love talking to people, hearing how they really just became what they became, because we all start from zero. We all start from, like, you know, the beginning and build ourselves up. So hopefully you're building yourself up out there, knowing that there is always going to be a reward, but you got to keep at it. You got to keep striving forward. Like he said, it's not easy, but it's super rewarding. Hope you like the drawing. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, art gives you power. Use it wisely. Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.